Good morning. All right. It's Wednesday morning. It is the 22nd of July. Some nice coffee, hot coffee, some Java. Uh, Tried to do this yesterday and there were no trades. So I thought, you know what? Let's put it off a day. Let's see if we can get some trades in. Today's the last day of the week for me. I'm going on holiday. And today's session will only be an hour because I've got a Zoom call to do at the top of the next hour. So let's see if we can get lucky and get something. If you're watching this, probably means something happened. And giddy up. All right, let's look at the charts. Okay, we're approaching the bottom of the hour. So let's blow this up a little bit. Okay, so we had this kind of nice compression zone forming. This was the first candle right here. And we went down, we went up, and then this one would have stayed a little more compressed. This could have been a great signal candle, but we didn't have enough candles to make a compression zone. So as you can see now, it's this larger compression zone, but you can see it's not tight at all. So we got to wait. We're going to wait. We're going to see if maybe something builds here, right at the bottom of this area, which would be fantastic, and then it could break short, or it could come up here and bounce around a little bit here and go long. So we're going to sit on our hands. You may say, well, Jay, what exactly are you trading? I've not, you haven't seen me on YouTube yet. So what we trade is called the ES. These are futures contracts. Let me just take a few minutes here. Why I trade the ES. Number two, it's easy to start, requires little startup capital. Price action isn't too volatile, and it's extremely liquid. So there's different futures you can trade. You can trade the NASDAQ, NQ. You can trade gold, which is called GC. I like the ES futures because it's a little more calm and huge liquidity, which means if you can get good at trading a small amount, you can do the exact same thing with a very large amount. I trade what's called the Asia session, which is the first hours of the market. The market's open 23 hours a day. The reason I do Asia, less big swings, more repeatable price action. I live in Bangkok, so for me the session starts at 5. I don't look to make any trades until 5:30, which is right now. Okay, how does it work? So if we look at the chart, you'll see over here, these are called points. Okay, so this black right here, we're currently at 7,541.25. All right, and you can see it goes up in increments of 1. What I can do here is tighten this up, and then it goes every 2 points. Okay, so our job is to get as many points as possible. So how do we do that? Well, if let's say, for example, I buy right here. Okay, let's say I buy at 75.40. Let's say I buy right here. Let's say it comes down a little bit. And then I can sell it at 75.50. Okay? So for some reason we think it's gonna go from here all the way up to here. That would be 10 points. Okay? So 10 points. So that's how many points right there. Then how much you will earn or lose depends on how many contracts. So let's say you're trading 4 contracts and you get those 10 points, that would have paid you $2,000. Now it can go the other way too. So let's say, you're here and you want to buy at 75.40 and it goes down to 75.36. When you say, uh-oh, it's going the wrong way, I'm going to get out. So you're minus 4 points, right? Not great. Well, if you're minus 4 points and you had 4 contracts, then you lost $800. So the name of the game, if you want to call it a game, is to make more money when you win versus when you lose, and win more than you lose. And if you can do both of those things, you've really got a great system. Many systems, you'll win and lose about the same amount, so you got to win more. Better, I think, is to at least have a 2-to-1 ratio. So when you lose 4, and when you win, you get 8, right? Something like that. So that's how that works. My system is based on this simple energy transfer. Okay, so what happens is the market will get into these what are called compression zones where it coils or it compresses. And the longer it compresses, the more pressure builds. And then at some point, you're going to see it break out of that zone. Okay, so let's look at the chart here. Let's say we're going to look at this whole area here. Okay, it will say from here, you could say this is all one big compression zone, right? All right, and it's been in this zone now for a while, right? It's going up, it's going down, it's going up. And you can see now it's even getting tighter, right? So now this compression zone, we can take this and we can go like this, right? All right, so this is where it started today. It started coming down, then it went up, then it went down. Now it's coming up a little bit, okay? So we want to see an even tighter zone here, right? What I'm looking for is something more like this, okay? And then it's going to break, and when it breaks, it's called a signal candle. And that's what we're looking for, when the momentum gets released. Not when the energy gets released, it creates momentum, and that's what we're looking for. So that's just a very, very quick overview. If you sign up underneath the video, there's a link. It's just daytraderdojo.com, daytraderdojo.com. You can get a free course. Sign up for my newsletter. It's free. You don't pay anything. And you get access to a 10-part course that's about 100 minutes that will explain a lot of basic day trading stuff and how this particular system works and how you can develop your own system. So that's available to you absolutely free. Okay, I'll be back when there's something more to report. Okay, we just got into a trade. So what do we saw? We started here, we went down, we went up. We went down, then we went up a little bit and finally broke through. So this was the signal candle, and it pulled back a little bit, pulled back up to here, and then resumed. And I just barely got touched. So right now we're in a drawdown of a 0.5 point. So we need the selling momentum to continue, and we'll see what happens. So it was a good execution. That's all you can do. At this point, it's hands off. Let the advanced trading management system, the ATM, work. I've got my stop here at 4 points. I've got my first sell half here at 4 points, and the second sale at 12 points. So we go half and half. Okay, I'll be back when there's something else to report. Just doing a quick check-in here. This is Trading View. I like to be able to see, here's my stop. Here's my take profit here. You can see we're currently 250 drawdown. Two drawdown, okay. So we're in drawdown. So we're just gonna have to sit tight and let the market do its thing. All you can do is execute to the best of your ability. If your system works, you'll be right more than you're wrong. Or when you're right, you're going to make a lot more than when you're wrong. And ideally, you do both. And we're just going to be patient and see what happens. So I'll be back when there's more to report. This will be the trade of the day. This will be it, because I only got like another 45 minutes before I got to get out of the market. Okay, we may get stopped out here. We're pretty close, as you can see here. Where are we at? 3.25. We got up to 3.5. So you need sellers to show up, which you'd expect them to do right here. But it's all in the hands of the market at this point. All in the hands of the market. All right, let's go look at the 5-minute chart. Back a little bit. There's our stop up here. You can see we got very close to it. Now pulling back a little bit. So this is it. It's the more you do it, the less uncomfortable it gets. You can be excited that you might make some money. You can be fearful that you might lose some money. Or you get to where you just say, hey, I made the best execution. I executed. Here's my motto. Here's my motto. Let me show you this. Ruthless execution, yeah. Ruthless execution. If the conditions are met, we trade. And if you look back at what we're looking at here, we started right here, came down, came up, came down, came up less, came down, and we got in right here, good signal candle, pulled back a little bit, and then came back and tagged it. And I was like, okay, we're in. And now it seems to be just inching back up. So that happens sometimes. We'll just be patient and see if we do get stopped out or it reverses here. Hands off. All right, so what happened? We got stopped out. It just barely tagged us, and it's going long. It's decided to change direction. We can look at it on the Trade of 8. You can see we just barely got hit right there at the top there. And we'll keep an eye on it. But as far as today, I'm done. So the market's down 3.5 points, but we just got stopped out. So -4 points for the day. Yeah, -4 points for the day. Let me go back to all right, look at it. Giddy up and go. So them's the breaks. It's going to happen about 1 out of 4 times. And you got to see it. You got to see it live. So we got in right here. Let's see. Wait a minute. We got in right here. Okay, this was our signal candle. So the text here. And then I got in right here, and then it just reversed. So that happens. And you can see now it broke through the 21 EMA. That would be an indication that it's probably going to keep going. But, you just don't know. So that's it for today. No money. Lost 4 points. That's trading. So I'm glad you got to see that. Don't all go your way. If you saw the end of the week review, we had 5 days with 5 positive days. We had 19 net points for the week. This week we are now, let's see, I think we were at 5 yesterday, 4, so plus one point for the week. And we got 3 more days to go. Okay, take care of yourselves and have a great day. I'm off to Phuket for the holiday. I'll be back next week.